In the last episode, we finally defeated Kamoshida's distorted desires. All we can do now is wait.
So that means we finally have some free time!
Woohoo! That means it's time for our favorite activity, stat building!
So we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm We Square.
I'm the Opinionator, and we'll check back in when something fun happens.
Well then.
We did all we can. Now we wait.
I just said that.
Of course, waiting's pretty boring. I wonder what Ryuji and the rest are up to.
Yo, did someone say my name? So Kamoshida's had a change of heart now, right?
Man, that was pretty good, dude.
I don't really care what happens to him.
I mean, how'd you know we were talking about you?
My ears were burning and I was sneezing, and I think there was some other thing that people say happens when you talk about them. I can't remember it right now, though.
You just have allergies, right?
Yes, I do. But it'd totally leave a bad taste in my mouth if he wound up dead or something.
In all seriousness, yes, but we talked about our feelings on that a while back. Hey, don't say stuff like that. We didn't kill his shadow, so he should be fine, right? I'm still anxious.
I never thought I'd end up worrying about a bastard like him.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it? That ultimately, instead of just wishing more ill on him, that you end up kind of worrying.
We're humans.
Exactly.
It feels kind of weird to TBH. Oh, I think that means to be honest. Sorry, my net speak's not so... it's fine. I'm sure we'll find something out when tomorrow rolls around.
Right.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Thinking about it, this is technically the first day of Golden Week, so it's like a whole week off of school.
Right.
Also, we just accomplished something major by beating Kamoshida, so now it's time to binge watch a show on Netflix.
Excellent,
I mean
excellent.
I mean the DVD that I rented.
That's like Netflix.
It kind of, it's the closest thing you get. So I got Bubbly Hills 90210, so let's see what we got. It's supposed to be realistic, but I bet it's a harem show.
You think I go out with her? What do I look like?
What? You liar. You told me you loved me just last night.
I like Morgana just sitting there curled up watching.
Yeah, this show is basically exactly what I thought it would be. How on earth does this improve your charm?
No way.
Whoa, foreign high schoolers are something else. Don't follow their example on this show, alright?
The train stopped? Was it another one of those psychotic breakdowns?
Another minister's resigned? What is going on?
How stupid you have to be to commit adultery.
They must be nuts. Swing that knife around on a train?
There are too many crazy people. Where are all the sane people?
I went to see Shiho today, and I told her we settled things with Kamoshida. She still hasn't regained consciousness, but I had to go make amends.
What do you mean? You didn't do anything wrong, An. Right, Jiro?
It's not your fault, An. It isn't. But I wasn't there when she needed help. I'm a failure as a friend. I have to do all I can to make up for that, starting now. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be able to move on.
Man, I didn't know you were so passionate. I totally didn't notice that back in middle school.
I know, I wonder what... They obviously knew each other.
Yeah.
They've alluded to it a few times. I wonder if we'll find anything out about that. I think it's because of you guys. I'm a little embarrassed, though. Anyway, Ryuji, Jiro, I hope we can keep helping each other out from now on, too.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we're spending the night watching it, too.
Come on, man, I want to see what happens next.
I still have feelings for you.
I guess if you're okay with the fact that I have a girlfriend, maybe we can work something out here.
And everybody dates everybody else.
Or maybe you could date my evil twin.
Huh? No way! He can't date her if he already has a girlfriend! Naturally, Morgana has to really get into it. So we finished watching Bubbly Hills 90210, huh? I feel like a different person after having watched it. Like I totally wasted my time.
Oh!
Yes, we finally got one!
Oh,
we finally got our first stat at 2!
Now your head turning.
Morning.
Morning. The board meeting's the day after tomorrow. I wonder if Kamoshida really had a change of heart. What if we failed? That's all I've been able to think about. I'm not really sure how to answer this.
I think reassurance is the best one. We have to believe.
Yeah, that's all we really can do at this point.
Yeah. Options are limited.
Hope isn't really what I'm gunning for here, but...
Right.
It's like you have to believe that your actions mean something, otherwise you're a nihilist.
Yeah, exactly.
We have to believe! We did do what we could. I guess all I can do now is believe. But how strange. I feel a bit better now. Maybe it's because of your composure. We'll be able to avenge Shiho, and you won't get expelled. After break, we'll all be able to laugh together. That's what I'll believe.
Aw. His calm, stoic demeanor.
It's like flirting with a brick wall.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. How are you all doing?
Oh, great. Here we go again.
These days, it's expected that you know colloquial English, even idioms based in other languages. So here's a cooking question.
That is how these work.
I want you to forget that you're Japanese during this class and make yourself believe you're a foreigner.
For some reason, I don't actually have too much difficulty forgetting that I'm Japanese and believing that my country of origin might be from someplace else, but maybe that's just me.
Nani? What's important is becoming someone else. In this day and age, being able to swap your mask dependent on the situation is a critical talent. You could possibly knock everyone down and get an all-out attack if you have the right persona equipped. Analogies! How will you fare, Mr. Nakamura? Here's a question.
Let's hear it.
Are you a Wunderkind? See if you can work out the answer based on what you know.
Well, come on, this is easy. I know what that means. Yes! Wunderkind is clearly un persona user! I didn't even know what that accent was. A prodigy.
That's correct.
Duh!
That's right.
At least I finally didn't give us a BS question this time.
Oh, you want a BS question?
No!
Have you seen Kamoshida? You really think he changed?
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Because the game kind of wouldn't really work. There's every reason to be skeptical, but, if you take yourself outside of the game, yeah, it's gonna work.
It has to. That's the whole point.
Well, yeah.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if at some point in this game it does not work.
That's really a very big storytelling element when they change everything up.
Right.
Oh, perfect timing.
I would say that, introducing rules, following the rules, and then changing the rules keeps everybody, keeps the viewer on their toes.
Yeah, it should. It makes everything interesting.
Exactly.
And compelling.
So hopefully that's what's going to happen.
I love the look on her face. It's like you two are in school.
But that's not going to happen this time, of course.
Right.
Anyway, we'll shut up now.
Study hall will be held instead of PE today.
Uh-huh.
I'm letting you know just in case you haven't heard.
Because for some reason...
Mr. Kamoshida
Yeah.
has taken the day off.
He ain't here?
Huh, I wasn't expecting him to just not show up. That makes perfect sense, though.
Well, he's probably literally having a crisis of conscience right now.
Yes, he's just laying around. And for some reason, I thought he would come to school and just start doing something. But
Right.
obviously not.
Don't tell anyone that you heard this from me.
It's your fault! You were the gossipiest teacher, I swear!
But we received word that Mr. Kamoshida is placing himself under suspension.
Huh.
Such an important time before the tournament, too.
He's placing himself under suspension. That's nice.
Yeah.
We all knew that it was going to go down exactly the way Morgana said, but it's
Right.
still interesting to see.
Probably.
I don't know how seeing him repent
Right.
is going to change my opinion of the guy. We kind of, over time, obviously got used to how awful he was.
Right.
But he still did so many terrible things.
And the only reason that he's repenting now is because we took supernatural steps, kind of?
That's true.
It's not really him repenting, so to speak. Does that make sense?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Well,
We're not quite sure how it all works.
We'll see how it turns out.
Principal Kobayakawa went to talk to him about it, but he supposedly wasn't making any sense.
Saying things like he was a horrible monster and he brutalized people. We just couldn't quite understand it.
Wait, a suspension?
A
that's so loud?
Talks about your expulsions may be put on hold too. I don't know too much about it though. Anyway, I've relayed what's going on to you.
As the plot dictated, otherwise I wouldn't bother.
Yeah, exactly. Uncaring the teacher.
Looks like
Right.
something happened. At least it sounds different from a mental shutdown. I guess all we can do is wait.
Is that just the theme of this episode? All we can do is wait?
I've always been a trendsetter. Man, all this waiting's got me so antsy. We should go on a trip or something. What do you think?
Sorry, I'm gonna have to pass. Actually, that sounds like a pretty fun idea though, huh?
She's probably going to see. What, you busy?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be visiting Shiho in the hospital after school for the next few days.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
After that, then you could do confidant events with me, Jiro.
Yes!
I can't do much to help her, but it'll be nice to at least see her face.
Gotcha. I hope she wakes up soon.
Go cheer her up. Yeah, thanks. I'm totally down to go somewhere once things calm down, though. Just like you said, that's so weird. It sounds like we won't be able to see Lady Ann after school for a while. Darn it, I was hoping to try out some of the moves I learned from Bubbly Hills.
Bad cat.
So we got the job at the flower shop. So I'm gonna do the flower shop. Hey, that's pretty good. Hooray! Working at the flower shop actually got us our second 2. I figured that we'd probably get everything to 2 all at once because we're basically
Leveling everything up as we can.
kind of being even. Not really intentionally, but that's sort of how it's worked.
That's how it's turned out. And now it's time to concoct the sweet nectar of the gods. Coffee!
It's finally time to make coffee. This is pretty exciting to me because I'm a coffee snob. So as a coffee snob, I shall be judging Gino quite harshly myself.
Looks like you're starting to get interested in this. Hey, you're not trying to impress me, are you? I'm only interested in women.
Hey, I'm kind of wanting to be impressed myself. It's about me, man, not you.
Well, whatever. Alright, I'm heading out to buy some cigarettes.
You're a fine, upstanding example for youth.
Whoa.
So I wonder what coffee he's making, or what he's doing exactly. Also, I like coffee in a French press. It gets frothy and anyway. Taste test?
Yes! Alright.
Seems to pass. The way you're drinking it makes it look delicious. If I weren't a cat, I'd drink coffee too, but caffeine will kill me.
Looks like you're at it again. How's it going?
You tell me.
Here, I'll have a sip. This acidity. This must be Guatemalan SHB.
Oh, Guatemalan SHB?
Super heavy beans.
Now don't start that again!
Let me explain.
Ah, strictly hard bean.
A grade given to coffee grown at a high altitude of 4,500 feet above sea level. I've never tried it. Citrus-like acidity with a fruity chocolate. Oh my god, this sounds great!
The flavor profile is bland. You should practice more to bring out the roast's full potential.
Man, I might have to actually go get that stuff.
Although, I see you are preparing the cup the way I taught you. I'll acknowledge your hard work.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere. You can't get to the end without taking every step on the way.
Don't think I like you, though.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, sir.
You still have a lot to learn, in coffee and in life. Be patient.
I won't be so presumptuous again, sir.
Well then.
Man, even doing the dishes. That's very responsible. Also, why did he put on the work apron if he's doing this after the restaurant's closed?
Propriety.
I'll accept it.
That's how Sojiro taught him.
At least when it comes to making coffee, he's quite proper. Got it. Yes!
Sweet!
Alright.
The board meeting's tomorrow, right?
We're gonna get expelled if Kamoshida doesn't have a change of heart by then.
We did all we could. Either way, I'm not going to lose hope.
You're right. It's a little too early to be giving up now. Guess we're gonna find out one way or the other tomorrow. We just gotta brace ourselves for all the possibilities. Like Jiro suddenly turning into a sheep or something.
That is very thorough, yes.
Sorry.
I'm sorry I can't offer more reassurance, but you should have the change of heart. Let's just believe in that while we wait for tomorrow.
Maybe if you didn't end all your sentences with probably or hopefully or should, we would be more reassured by you, Morgana.
Nice.
You got one for each one you made. Yes!
What's with the sudden morning assembly?
Ho ho ho! Do you suppose he's actually going to get up there and say everything that he did?
That is what Morgana said he would do. Let's hope.
I bet it's about that girl that jumped the other day.
That takes... Screw you!
Yeah, seriously.
That takes a lot of guts, though. I mean, for him to actually stand up there, say everything he did, and then be like, please forgive me, how can you not respect that?
True.
And if
true.
and you know, we talked back when this first came up in the Killing Kamoshida episode, that it's kind of cute that it works out this way.
Well, hold on though, Damon. True, we have erased his distorted desires, but that doesn't negate any positive attributes he may have.
That's what I was going to say, because if he actually does this...
Then that means that he had that potential regardless.
Right, he still acquiesced to the demands of his conscience in the end.
Yes.
And you can never undo any of the bad things, any of the wrongs that you've done in the past, but you can always start doing the right thing from today. You can always start doing the right thing from here on. And I think that it's important to recognize that.
Yes, entirely.
So I don't know if it's entirely possible for me to forgive Kamoshida. It's not really my place. I mean, what about people like An or Ryuji? It's their place.
That's correct. And also, he needs to be able to forgive himself.
That's going to be the hardest thing of all.
That's correct.
So we'll finally see. How sincere is it? How is it going to be portrayed? Is it going to be stupid and cheap, or is it actually going to be moving?
They don't have to tell us not to commit suicide.
I hate you.
There was that
all
weird
the other
calling card
students.
too, so I guess the teachers are freaking out.
Freaking faceless robots.
Right?
Lucky that morning practice got canceled though.
I feel like I'm gonna faint if this takes forever.
Let's begin this school-wide morning assembly. As you all know, a tragic event took place the other day.
I'm kind of surprised they hadn't done this already.
Right? Well, I guess they wanted to get all the details so that they could form the proper narrative when they give their speech.
Yeah, maybe.
Thankfully, we have been informed that she has pulled through, but it will take time until she recovers.
That's good to hear. That's good
Everyone
to hear.
here has a bright future ahead. I implore that you rethink the importance of life and...
You know, I gotta mention real fast, I saw something in a news article recently about a woman in China who was hit by a car
Right?
and right by a crosswalk, and nobody stopped to help her.
What?
And then eventually she was hit by a car again.
What?
That's why we always complain about these students.
That is some BS!
But enough about that.
Mr. Kamoshida, what's the...
I have been reborn.
I bet Kobayakawa was going to try and rephrase this completely differently, so he came in to give the truth. I bet that's what happened.
Maybe, but this was the Shiho tried to commit suicide, so let's have a big school meeting about it. But
Right.
instead,
That is why I will confess everything to you all.
Huh? What's wrong with Mr. Kamoshida?
What's this about?
Confess? Did the volleyball team do something?
I have repeatedly done things that were unbecoming of a teacher. Verbally abusing students, physically abusing my team, and sexually harassing female students.
props to the guts.
I am the reason why Shiho Suzui tried to kill herself.
Very good.
Sexual harassment? What? Why would he say that himself?
Very good.
Volleyball
Yeah.
team?
Worst.
Really? Physical abuse?
I thought of the school as my own castle. There were even students that I sentenced to expulsion, simply because I didn't like them. I will, of course, rescind those. I am truly sorry for putting innocent youths through such horrible acts. I am an arrogant, shallow, and shameful person. No, I'm worse than that. I will take responsibility.
Whoa.
I kill myself for it.
What? Did he just say that?
Wait, kill himself?
Mr. Kamoshida is, not well.
Mr. Kamoshida, please get off the stage for now. Everyone, return to your classes!
Don't run, you bastard!
Yes.
Shiho's still alive, even after all the things that made her want to die. You have no right to run from this!
What else can we add to that?
Yeah. She's the one who had
You're
to say
right.
it.
You're absolutely right. I should be punished under the law and atone for my crimes.
Yeah.
I did horrible things to Takamaki-san as well. In return for giving Suzui-san a position on the team, I tried to force her into having relations.
Disgusting.
For a position on the team?
I feel so
That's
bad
horrible.
for
So the rumors
Takamaki-san.
weren't true.
As of today, I will resign from my position as an instructor and turn myself in.
That is the right decision.
Yes.
Across the board.
Someone please call the police!
Poor guy. But pity? It's maybe pity. Not something like sympathy.
No.
The best he'll get from me was, "You've got guts," and I'll respect that.
Yes. That's about how I feel as well.
Yeah. And pity isn't entirely a positive thing.
No, not really.
Is he for real? He's gonna get
Wow.
arrested?
This morning's assembly is over. Return to your classes immediately.
Isn't this just like what that calling card said?
That's right! It sure is!
Does this mean the Phantom Thieves thing was for real? Was something done to Kamoshida?
Come on, there's no way you could steal someone's heart.
But why else would he start saying things like he'll kill himself or turn himself in?
Maybe because it almost got leaked. Don't they go easier on you if you turn yourself in?
Wow, I really hate Gaudy student.
Yeah! Alright, Gaudy student, every time you come up again, we're going to curse your name.
I wonder what happened.
I don't
Who
think that'll be
knows?
too hard.
But man, Kamoshida turned out to be one sick bastard.
Hey, is this for real?
He's turning himself in just like that? What's going
I am really glad that they didn't take the route of, well, everybody forgive him and it's all right now.
Yeah, he's not asking for I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the game presentation wasn't such. I really was worried about that.
A valid concern.
That it was just going to try and be all sunshine and rainbows.
It really did change.
Seems like it. But was this really for the best?
Ryuji?
What do you mean? I think so.
Yeah.
The end result is right.
Because Ryuji's so empathetic. He's feeling way worse for Kamoshida than he should. I think that's why he's saying that.
You know, I bet you're right.
Because he's so empathetic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And connects
he
to
is.
people.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
I mean, it's come up quite a few times like that, even if we haven't necessarily discussed it, which I think we have, but...
We've touched upon it, but this is just a prime example of it.
Yeah, he's always so self-sacrificing. He's been the one sending IMs over the last couple of days saying that he was really worried about it.
Yeah.
But things are happening way too fast. Huh? What the...
Well...
Takamaki-san, I'm sorry.
It's not you, dude.
We all knew, but we pretended we didn't.
They were being dominated.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he shouldn't feel sorry, but it's good that he apologized anyway, you know, because of the guilt he felt.
Yeah, it's not like there's no responsibility, and so this is the right thing for him to do, but it's like, ultimately, it's not his fault.
Takamaki-san, I had you all wrong. I'm sorry that I spread rumors about you.
I didn't know at all. Kamoshida was forcefully pushing himself on you. It must have been so hard for you.
I'm sure there's a ton of people who want to apologize to you. We're so sorry.
No, it's okay. The same goes for me, too. Besides, that's all in the past now.
What does she have to apologize for?
Well, she always felt guilty because of the Shiho thing.
Hey, you there! Return to class at once!
Shut up!
Right?
Well, see you later then.
I can't apologize enough for what I did to you. I swear I'll make it up to you someday.
Looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Kamoshida ain't the only one that had a change of heart.
Funny how that works.
He was struggling with it the entire time.
Man,
Mishima, of course.
I'm glad for you. Looks like those weird rumors are gonna go away.
My thing doesn't really matter. We made Kamoshida apologize about Shiho. That's more than enough for me.
You should hurry and tell her about it then.
Yeah.
So I wonder what's next.
Yeah.
I totally freaked out. He really did have a change of heart.
There's probably going to be some more wrap-up for this, the Kamoshida section, but they're going to have to introduce something totally brand new to start the next thing, and really probably kickstart how the whole game is going to run.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, right? Me too!
And we were lucky his mind didn't get messed up either. This was an A+ job.
Heck yeah!
Does this mean that they won't have a mental shutdown even if their palace disappears?
If we kill their shadow, they will.
Maybe it's not like that. Maybe it was Kamoshida who wasn't going to have that mental shutdown. Consider this. Like I have said before when I was not exactly defending the guy.
Right.
He clearly has diligence, aptitude, and fortitude, and knows the meaning of hard work and knows how to push himself. Maybe Kamoshida was the sort of person who, without the distorted desires, had the inner strength through his own experiences of managing to become an Olympic-level athlete. Maybe he had built up the level of inner strength necessary to do something like this. But what if it was a weaker person? What if it was Mishima, for instance, that had the distorted desires? Mishima appears relatively weak. Would he have been the sort of person to have the strength to do this? Or would he have had the mental shutdown? That's my theory, anyway.
Mental shutdown, eh? Almost like a psychotic break?
Of course, that's obviously what they've been going towards with this.
I see. So we need to persuade the shadow without killing it, and then send it back to its real self. Our targets won't undergo a cognitive collapse if we do that.
Well, yeah, because they are the shadows, the true selves.
So we can get him to confess with no bad stuff?
There's no way it's always going to be this easy in any case.
Hey, that works for me.
I mean, we might actually have to have a dialogue with the bosses from now on to try and convince the shadow.
Maybe. That would be after beating them up.
Well, right, of course. That's what I
Do
meant.
you have to be so loud?
Yes.
Don't worry about it. So, how'd it go? With Shiho, I mean.
She's regained consciousness.
Oh, wow. Woo! Kind of a maybe slightly cheesy time to do that, but that's all right.
Yeah, yeah.
We can have some good feelings in a game that's been so negative up to this point. Maybe just a little bit of sunshine, gleaming out in every direction. Maybe it calls for it. Because everything is seriously about to go to hell next.
Oh, yes.
I guess.
For real?
It was only for a little bit, but I got to talk to her.
Ah, so she's not fully, yeah.
I was able to tell her that Kamoshida admitted to what he did. Shiho, she told me she was sorry.
She's the last person that needs to apologize.
It's just the two of them, An and Shiho, they care so much.
Yeah.
That they keep blaming themselves out of concern for the other person.
Looks like she found out that I was flirting with Kamoshida for her sake. And here I was, wanting to apologize to her.
Kamoshida's at fault for all this.
You see An crying there, and that's really the sort of emotion this should evoke.
I know. Shiho's mom is thinking of transferring her to another school after she recovers.
No, she needs to come back and be a confidant.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Considering her past and, the wonderful students at this school.
Gaudy student.
The whole sexual harassment and attempted suicide. People will label her after that.
Right. I'm still wondering about the teachers. How much he might have bossed them around.
Sounded like Shiho had the same idea too.
I don't think it'll matter. They're all a bunch of weak-willed, spineless.
It's gonna get lonely.
But I think it's for the best. I'm sure it'll be hard if she stays here.
She's alive. You can see her anytime.
Right.
I need to change too.
That aside, I was surprised you could hold yourself back against Kamoshida's shadow.
It wasn't like that. I just wanted Kamoshida to apologize himself.
Yeah.
Not a
You're so
murderer.
kind, Lady Ann.
It's not that it's not kindness.
Right.
But that is what will truly make things right and how you can actually get justice.
Yes,
I suppose.
yes.
Because, I mean, Kamoshida's toast
Yeah,
for what he did.
Right, exactly.
But he did it himself.
He's going to jail for quite some time, yes.
No matter how much of a shitbag he was, finishing him off would have left a bad aftertaste, huh?
Yes.
Huh? That's not it.
I see they have his medal. We should frickin' burn it.
You don't do that!
I think revenge is better served if I make him repent. Realizing what he's done, he'll grovel for forgiveness the rest of his life. You know?
Oh, that's... I have to say again, props to all the voice actors. They are really top freaking notch.
Oh, yes. I am greatly enjoying their talent.
I just believe there are fates worse than death.
Oh, no.
That's what I was saying.
I know.
When I was talking about justice, it kind of includes that, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Anyways, that's all settled. But, you know, there was one more thing I was wondering about that castle.
Ryuji's like, remind me not to make her mad.
Why was Kamoshida the only one who had that metaverse thing?
Yeah, I'd like to find this out myself.
It isn't necessarily limited to him. It's something anyone could have if their heart became warped from their desires.
Probably polishes all over.
Yeah, I mean, those psychotic breakdowns. Is there somebody running around knocking out... Maybe not knocking out palaces, but something like that?
Well, we're not 100% sure what what elements cause a person's distorted desires to become a palace.
Right.
Maybe if you're not strong enough, like Kamoshida was, you have a psychotic breakdown.
Hey, that's a good point, actually.
That's why I mentioned that earlier.
So what we kind of get is the society is devolving, and the people who don't quite have enough real strength to get where they're going are the ones who...
Yeah.
That's a really interesting theory.
Wanna check it out?
Not right now. We better lay low for a while. People are still gonna be talking about Kamoshida. Then again, it's totally impossible for someone to find out what we did at his palace.
Yeah, about that, weird rumors about you guys are already going around.
Only Ryuji could draw such a crappy logo. It had to have been Sakamoto.
Stuff like you got together and threatened Kamoshida with something close to physical violence.
That wasn't really a rumor, but...
The hell?
People aren't going to easily believe that phantom thieves really exist. Calling cards being treated like it was a prank by someone who knew what Kamoshida was doing.
Makes sense.
That's all really a realistic way that this would turn out.
We're the ones who did it, and I still don't completely believe it myself.
Let's wait for things to settle down for the time being.
Anyways, let's check how much this medal can be sold for.
Ryuji!
You can't do that! You can't... If you want to get suspected, okay, for threatening the guy and forcing him to do it, going to a pawn shop and pawning an Olympic medal is definitely going to raise suspicions.
It'd be better if we pawned it off ASAP. Ooh, got a hit!
Oh my god!
On Craigslist!
30,000 yen? That's all a gold medal's worth?
Remember that time in middle school? I lent you some money.
There's no way I borrowed 30,000 yen from you.
Interest, etc., but she's going to take it so she can dangle it over Kamoshida's head later in life and completely ruin him. Well, he has it coming.
Wouldn't it be around that much with compounded interest?
You're right!
Duh.
Interest my ass.
I'm not saying that I'm taking all of it. I mean, it's your fault for not paying me back all these years. It's just common sense.
You still owe me at least 60,000 more after I take this medal.
Damn it.
What is this, One Piece?
Right?
I agree on laying low and keeping an eye on the situation. However, you dragged me into this. It would be nonsense not to celebrate a successful mission.
I guess we could blow this dirty money on something fun.
I like how he just outright admits
Discussions
it's
among
dirty.
phantom thieves are to take place over luxurious food. How about it?
Nice.
Hey, wait! Nah, I guess it's fine. There's somewhere I want to go then.
Where's that?
It's a place Shiho and I have been wanting to go for a while.
I owe money, so I can't complain.
Is this just going to go on forever?
The endless cutscene!
You good with that?
Yeah, fine by me.
I want ramen.
I kind of want to say that, but celebration is good. Let's go.
I'll leave it to your discretion as well, Lady An.
I'll call and check the prices later then.
I like how An really doesn't even acknowledge Morgana at all.
When should we go? Want to do it soon, like tomorrow?
Yes, just not now.
Right.
We only go on the last day of the holidays. It'll help
That's a pretty good
energize
time.
us when school life starts up again the day after.
Oh, okay, that'll be cool.
Yeah, it's a good time to do it.
Then, the 5th, on Children's Day.
These parts are always among the best and most memorable scenes in these games.
So, who's going to sell this?
Not...
Morgana!
Yes!
Leave that to us. We know a store that'll buy anything, don't we?
I'll leave that to you guys.
Okay!
Why do you kids have an Olympic gold medal? Nah, whatever. Buy some guns.
You're back.
No! Let it end! Is that gold medal real? When did it get inside his
I don't think
palace?
that's it.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Oh, well, forget that. Sell that sucker then.
Yeah.
Kamoshida has the real one.
What? You telling me Kamoshida still got the medal?
Who cares? What matters is that we changed his heart. And anyway, if we'd taken the real thing, that'd be stealing. I mean, we are phantom thieves,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't think he'll be proud of that medal anymore regardless.
You let go of stuff pretty easy, huh? Wanna forget about my debt?
No, that's different. 500 yen is a lot of money for a middle schooler, you know? It's all about percentages. How big is the slice of the pie we're talking about? Do you even still have that dolphin anyway? Dolphin?
Stop digging that up!
Oh, I want to hear about this. Back in middle school, we went on a field trip to the aquarium.
And he bought a dolphin?
But Ryuji had to spend all his money on a souvenir, so I lent him some for the train fare.
I said I was sorry. That was for my mom.
Well, I guess I can call it even after all we've been through.
Thank you. Anyways, we don't gotta worry about selling that medal off if it's a fake. End of story.
So let's just go sell it for the component gold. Kamoshida will never be proud of that once-in-a-lifetime gold medal ever again. Depending on how you look at it, that punishment might even be worse than death for him.
Must be nice to have so much time off starting tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, right?
Although I can just take time off whenever. For me, it just means more customers and even more work.
Dude, he can't take time off whenever, otherwise he won't be able to pay his own bills.
I don't know. I was just making a joke about how he just closes when he wants.
Alright, we're done! We're finally done! But we made a lot of real progress, and over the next episode or two, things should start going crazy with something brand new.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while alone and on, without a clue, without a sign.